Quack Quiz, proudly brought to you by Dis-Chem, pharmacists who care.
It is time for the Quack Quiz. There's no doubt that having high cholesterol isn't very good for your heart. Having too much of it clogs up your arteries and damages the walls of the vessels. To make matters worse, just like high blood pressure, high cholesterol gives you no telltale signs of the damage it might be doing. And you know what? It's not a respecter of persons or age, because Gerry, Rantseli, Elsdon has got high cholesterol. Gerry, I couldn't believe that. I mean, look at you. You're not a candidate for high cholesterol.
On the outside, it doesn't look that way, does it? But one never really knows what's going on inside. And of course, I had high cholesterol in my family, so there it is. My
grandfather had really high cholesterol. Your dad did?
He did. Yes, and he passed of heart disease, amongst other things. So I found out 10 years ago, and I live as healthy a life as possible.
Yeah, you do. I mean, you're not on sugar. I mean, tell us what you do. I mean, you're amazing.
What do I do?
What don't you do? You know, well, give us the secret to this amazing eternal youth that you have. Obviously.
Well, I don't take caffeine. I haven't since I was a teenager. I never quite took to it. I've never smoked.
Such a head girl.
About 15 years ago, I gave up sugar. I found myself lethargic when taking sugar. It's the quick in and the quick out that I discovered, and it's about knowing your body.
And you'd never say she was 68. I mean,
how dare you? Born in the 70s, early 70s, but hey.
Let's wrap the show there, because if you just do what Gerry does, you'll live forever, hey?
Oh, there you go.
That's awesome.
There you go.
Gerry, we are going to test you on cholesterol. I suspect you're going to get 100% for this, but you might just be nice and miss one or two for everyone else who's done the Quack Quiz and who's comparing their scores to yours.
Look, you've got to be nice to the viewers. You've got to make yourself look human to them by failing a few of those.
That's why we like you so much.
Yes.
Gerry, question one coming your way. What is the role of cholesterol in our bodies? Is it to clog up arteries or the production of hormones?
It's the production of hormones.
It is, exactly. And vitamin D, so it's involved in a number of good processes. Most of the cholesterol in your body comes from what? From what we eat or from your liver?
It comes from...
Ooh, tricky question.
It actually is. I've always thought it comes from what you eat, so let me stick with that. I'm wrong.
You are wrong, but you did that on purpose, didn't you?
Of course I did. Who doesn't know it comes from the liver?
It comes from the liver. In fact, only 25% of our cholesterol comes from what we eat. The rest is liver. So significant, huh? She doesn't believe me.
And there I have to give my father talking to yet again.
Gerry, LDL cholesterol is called bad cholesterol because too much in your blood can lead to what? Obesity or atherosclerosis, artery damage.
Artery damage.
Absolutely. Builds up plaque and thick and hard things in your arteries. Which of these can help lower bad cholesterol? Regular exercise or a low-fat diet? Tricky question. I'd love to see what you say.
I would say regular exercise.
And you're right, again. Exercise lowers bad cholesterol and ups your good cholesterol. Great answer. What component of fish helps reduce cholesterol levels? Omega-3s or mercury?
The omegas are so good for you. It keeps you young and it certainly keeps your body going. So I'm going to go with the omega-3s.
You are so right, Doc. In fact, fish oils tend to lower levels of fats in the blood and to lower the risk of heart attack and stroke. Fish oil may also prevent and treat atherosclerosis by slowing the development of plaque. And omega-3s also help reduce high cholesterol and the risk factors for heart disease. So if you're not a fish fan, you can also take supplements, which is great. At what age should you start having your cholesterol checked? At age 20 or age 40?
Start as early as you can. See to it that you curtail these things before it hits the body in your 20s.
Absolutely right. I mean, you're just getting everything right here. All right, are you going to choose to get this next one wrong, or are you going to get it right?
I'll make a decision as we go.
Keeping cholesterol in check isn't only good for your heart, but also for your dancing ability or your mental ability.
Oh, come on. I mean, who doesn't need to have their dance ability? Your memory, of course, Michael.
You're so right. And the brain, cholesterol is so very important, or low cholesterol anyway. Which of these is likely to result in an increase in your cholesterol level? Eating eggs or watching TV? Ta-da, this one. Oh, come on, Gerry, let's go to head-to-head.
You know what, that's so unfair. That's kind of a tricky question in so many ways, because of course being lethargic has its impact on the body, because I think there are issues in terms of your weight that can come up easily.
So, right. And we talked about exercise earlier.
Depending on what you eat on the couch. Perhaps if you eat too many eggs on the couch, it can have its impact on you. I'm going to go with eating eggs.
I'm going to go with the other.
Oh!
sitting on the couch. And I'll tell you why. There's actually a very good reason. Watching TV is the answer. Eggs have had a bad reputation because of their high cholesterol content, but the most recent research shows that dietary cholesterol intake has relatively little effect on blood cholesterol in most people, and that eggs suggested that they actually may provide some heart benefits. So, as you said correctly, lethargy, lack of activity, bad for the heart, eggs.
My justification was right, but I chose the wrong answer.
And I'm not giving you that point, man.
I can tell.
Gerry, ninth question. Why do men tend to have cholesterol trouble earlier than women? Do they spend too much time around a braai, or do women have hormonal advantages?
We do have hormonal advantages,
Yes.
definitely.
It's called estrogen and it's protective,
That's
which is
right.
great. Lucky you. If you have high cholesterol, what do you want to avoid on food labels? Triglycerides or trans fats?
I'm going to say trans fats.
And you're going to say correctly, obviously. Yeah, find it in butter and margarine, all those kind of things. Gerry, congratulations, 8 out of 10. I know you probably would have gotten 100%, 10 out of 10, but thank you for being gracious.
One has to be humble.
That was an amazing handshake. What was that? Where was that going? That's Rantseli, Elsdon. I hope you at least got what Gerry did, 8 out of 10. If you didn't, I would sort of top up on your knowledge slightly, or always get that Hello Doctor app, ask your doctor a question and get the right answers from a trusted source. Gerry, thank you so much. Great having you on the show and well done.
Awesome being here.
Such a head girl, this.
The Quack Quiz, proudly brought to you by Dis-Chem, pharmacists who care.